Alright guys, welcome to my first horror film review. It's going to be very different from my normal reviews that I do during the week. I want it to be a lot more laid back. I don't know a whole lot about the older scary movies. I don't know the history nearly as much as I know about newer movies. In fact, I don't have any books or biographies about the subject, so it's going to be a lot more laid back. It's really just going to be me saying, what I liked, what I didn't like, and recommending you to see it or not. So yeah, I'm just real excited to be doing this. I love scary movies. It's definitely one of my favorite genres. I plan to watch a scary movie on Friday and probably do the review on Saturday and come out with the review Saturday night or sometime on Sunday. But so tonight's review, the very first horror film review, is going to be The Black Cat, and it's a very fitting one because it I don't know if you can hear the sirens outside. That's actually very fitting for for doing a horror review. And also I haven't gotten into the review, so like I said, this is going to be a lot more laid back. It's not gonna be nearly as structured as the other reviews, but I hope to actually get some candles going behind me, so it creates the spooky vibe. I can't exactly turn all the lights out right now. I do have one candle under me, but I'm gonna get a lot of candles or something to go behind me, so maybe some cobwebs, I don't know, and plus Halloween is coming around, so I'm sure I can find something. Anyways, so as I said, tonight's review is The Black Cat. Came out in 1934. It stars Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. So, it's actually, I couldn't have asked to review something better for my first, because Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff are like the two biggest icons, I would say, in all of horror films. I'm sure somebody who knows more about the subject could argue other people with me, but those are the two that I believe everybody knows the face of, because, come on, Frankenstein, The Mummy, Dracula. So when you have a movie where these two are together, and it actually was, I believe, their first of 8 appearances that they would have together. This is the very first one, and actually, The Black Cat was the #1 movie that was made by Universal this year, so it did make quite a bit of money. It must have been very hyped to have Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff in the film together. So I didn't know anything about the story. They tagged Edgar Allan Poe's name onto the film. However, it has nothing to do with Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat. So they did this purely for marketing. So the story revolves around a couple, of course, the typical, a couple gets in the middle of a terrible horror story, and the couple comes across Bela Lugosi, who's out for revenge against Boris Karloff's character, who has apparently taken his wife. And what Boris Karloff's character does, and it's interesting because his character is like some sort of satanic priest, and I haven't seen a lot of scary movies from back in the day, but I have never seen any horror film from back in the day that deals with Satanism. So I was like, whoa, this is some heavy stuff for back then. There's even a scene where he does a ritual, a satanic ritual, and he's got the black robe on, and he has the devil worshippers with him as well, and he's chanting in Latin. Apparently what he's saying isn't anything too crazy. In fact, I'm sure a lot of it is just kind of gibberish, nothing too scary. But it is interesting seeing a satanic ritual in a 1930s movie. So basically the main bad guy of the movie is Boris Karloff. So you're cheering for Bela Lugosi. I was kind of thinking maybe that they would both be a couple of bad dudes, but that wasn't the case. It was like Bela Lugosi versus him. And the most interesting scene, horrific scene of the movie is towards the end. Bela Lugosi is saying that he's going to skin Boris Karloff's character alive. He has a blade against him, and of course it shows the shadow of him doing it, but man, it's some heavy stuff for back then. And another really heavy thing, oh, now you can hear the trains. I don't know if you can hear that too, but creepy. Another really creepy aspect of the movie is that Boris Karloff's character, what he does is he brings dead women back to life. So it's like beautiful women. So it's like he's practicing necrophilia, and it's just really creepy stuff. And that is why Bela Lugosi's character is out for revenge, because his wife is one of Boris Karloff's dead sex slaves. So the material is heavy, and in fact this movie was banned in several countries, and I can see why, because for the 1930s it was some crazy stuff. I did like the movie quite a bit. It's only, I believe, something like 60 to 70 minutes long. It's real short. On a Friday night or Saturday night, get the popcorn out and enjoy it. Well, as I said, I'm not going to get too in depth with these horror films unless there's a lot to talk about, but please comment below what you thought of my first spooky review if you would like me to do more of them. I'm not going to really, I guess I can do ratings. So for this movie, I'm not even planning much before doing the reviews. In fact, I am just thinking now, well, should I rate these movies or not? Because I don't know enough about the horror genre to truly give a rating. Basically, I can say, hey, it was scary, hey, it was good, hey, it was bad. So I'm not going to give star ratings on these movies because I don't feel like I know enough about the genre to give that opinion, because I don't have a lot to compare it to. So watch the movie because it's worth the watch. And guys, Halloween's coming up. Boo!